Welcome to this episode of Class Test React. My name is Class Test, KLASTES everywhere. If it's your first time on the channel, please feel at home. Click the subscribe button. Super, I know you have done that already. So, Kuami Eugene and MzVee, what is the issue? It is not beef at all. Let me get that record straight. This no be beef. People are just being so opinionated and opinionistic. What did I just say? English is dynamic, I mean, so people are just saying their thoughts. Other people are disagreeing, others are agreeing. It's as simple as that. It is just an agreement and disagreement. This one, it no be beef. So you all know very much well that MzVee and Kuami Eugene, they had been on the same label before. That is Links Entertainment. Along the line, MzVee left. Chairman is still there. Yes, Kuami Eugene is still there. In fact, should I say face of Links Entertainment, Kuami Eugene is still there. He's doing every artist on Links Entertainment. They do so well. So you can't say this is the face of Links Entertainment. That is not even the topic for today. So MzVee left, and then 5 months ago, she granted an interview to Zion Felix. And then Zion Felix asked her, he'd be like, oh, people they talk say, if you bring Kuami Eugene to the limelight. Have you remember when Kuami Eugene and MzVee released Rewind? That then it rewind that rewind song. So people they talk say, oh, if you bring Kuami Eugene to the limelight, but right now it be like say Kuami Eugene can make ahead of you. Like Kuami Eugene is more, should I say hype, or as a Kuami Eugene can make bigger than you. What be her opinion? You understand? So that was the question Zion Felix was asking MzVee. That oh, people are saying you brought Kuami Eugene to the limelight, but right now it be like say tables don't turn. Kuami Eugene is now ahead of you. What is your opinion? If you were to be in MzVee's shoes, what you would talk?
No, it's a bit confusing to me because Beyonce is a really huge artist, right? Yeah. And we have an artist like what's her name? The one who say even Cardi B, yeah. Right? Cardi B is a newbie. Cardi B has more hype than Beyonce now. But Beyonce, she celebrated so much before she came. So they don't do that there where you mix the two and say, oh, she's better. It just doesn't work like that. Do you understand? Because when Beyonce was, she wasn't even around. Yeah. Do you understand? So everybody can be celebrated. But in Ghana over here, it just has to become a negative thing. That if you have been here for so long, I don't know, for a reason, they just sort of forget it. And then they start comparing you to newbies in the industry, and it just doesn't make sense to me. But at the end of the day, everybody's journey is different. I always say anywhere I go that I'm so proud of myself today because I'm doing this on my own, and I'm a female. Now. And it is so tough. Being a female, being able to shoot my videos, being able to do everything on my own, being able to fly my team and say Mugis's team when I was going to shoot Baddest Boss, South Africa, do everything, do the promo, and doing everything on my own. And if you want to compare people, you should compare people in the same fields. So if you want to compare another artist to MzVee, pick an artist who is doing things on their own and see what is going on. Don't pick an artist who is with a record label that has been there for so long that basically has, you know, everything. Someone brought up an issue of...
So, MzVee shared a perfect and logical idea. Or she gave a reasonable answer. Like, very, very reasonable answer. And I agree with her. You can't compare apples and oranges, bro. You can't do that. So she is saying that, yes, she cited an example comparing Beyonce and Cardi B. Yet, the both of them are doing right. They are doing so well. But you can't compare Cardi B to Beyonce. Because the time Beyonce was Beyonce, Cardi B wasn't Cardi B. You understand? So the time MzVee was MzVee, Kuami Eugene was not Kuami Eugene. When you want to see the thing from MzVee's side, or MzVee's side of thought, you see, if you were to be comparing MzVee to Kuami Eugene, at the time MzVee was with Links Entertainment, it would have been reasonable. It would have been reasonable. But now you are comparing MzVee to... Would that even be reasonable? No. Because MzVee started this thing long, far long before Kuami Eugene. About 7 years before Kuami Eugene. You understand? So you can't come and be comparing Kuami Eugene to MzVee. No, Kuami Eugene is doing well, yes, accepted. But you can't compare him to MzVee. That's a fact, bro. That is a fact. But the problem Kuami Eugene is having with this particular answer is that MzVee said you can't compare her to somebody whom basically his label is doing everything for him. As for her, she's an independent artist. You bow. So me, I do everything on my own. Now me, they sponsor my everything. Now me, they pay for my everything. My trip, my video shoots, my promotions, my music, my everything. Now me, they pay for them. But you, it be your label, they take care of all these things for you. So how can you compare us? We are not of the same category. So it does not make sense to be comparing these two. You bow. Chairman Bo, Kuami Eugene Bo say why she could talk that. Say she did do everything on her own. Listen. Why would she say that she's doing everything on her own? That no, she did not do everything on her own. So the time she was at Links, Kuami Eugene, according to Kuami Eugene, he wrote most of her hit songs for her. Bombshell.
Okay, I talked to her and then and she said it would be a disrespect to compare you to her because like she does everything on her own. But
oh, I was actually coming to say what she said is right. I mean, until you explained everything. I thought that she's saying it would be a disrespect to compare me to her because she started this thing way before I started, and that's right. And you know, someone they may compare MzVee in that way, it's disrespect. So I wish that people won't compare me to MzVee according to how big she is and how big I am. But then again, if Soka said it will be a disrespect, said she does everything on her own. I wrote most of her songs, and you know, I don't think it's disrespect. I wrote Come and See My Mother. I wrote Davi. I wrote I don't know. So she really know to do everything on herself like that. Yeah, I've helped. I'm just hoping that she would appreciate that rather than making it look like I never did anything for her. Because Manje wants CD for everything I did for her. Yeah.
But you on the same label, so now and then the first one that you guys did, now I say you were catapulting on her fame to also get to a point. The first one.
I mean, it won't be bad.
Rewind.
She's played a part in my life, and wait me metana her in control, making it look like she never did anything for me. She played a part in my life, but then again, we shouldn't forget about the fact that I also played a small part in her life. So I won't wish she would forget that.
Okay.
What I say because me kaide waya mami. Timinya kono super kaide waya mano.
Kuami Eugene just dropped a bombshell that he wrote most of MzVee's hit songs for her. Without taking a dime, without taking anything. So he was expecting MzVee to show some little gratitude and be like, yo, Kuami did this for me, he did that for me. So Kuami is arguing, say, or disagreeing with MzVee, say, you can't say you are doing everything on your own. I wrote songs for you without taking anything. So I contributed to whosoever you are today. Yeah, that is also a fact. But the thing is, you can't compare MzVee to Kuami Eugene, especially now that MzVee is independent. Kuami Eugene is still under the label. You can't compare these two. You see, it would have been a little bit better or appreciated or even reasonable if MzVee were to still be at Links Entertainment. That way, the two of them are taken care of by Links Entertainment. So, if you are comparing them, it makes some little kind of sense. Even still, little kind of sense. Comparing Kuami Eugene to MzVee, it don't make sense. It don't make sense. But I believe very well that if MzVee were to still be at Links before this issue come out, she will surely give gratitude to Kuami Eugene. Because at that time, she will still be under Links. So if she were to be asked this question at that time, I'm very sure she will give gratitude to Kuami Eugene. But right now, she's independent. Ever since she has been independent, I'm not sure Kuami Eugene wrote any songs for her. So what are you trying to tell me? Or the songs Kuami Eugene mentioned, Davi, See My Mother, and all those. Did she release those songs as independent artist? I don't think so. She released those songs under Links, be so. So all those things were done in the name of links and label mates. Kuami Eugene saying that he did all those things without taking a dime. It was because they were label mates. You bow. Because they were label mates. If Anka now, he will charge them. In fact, links go charge MzVee if it be now. You bow. So that is the issue. This no be beef. If you ask me, I agree with Kuami Eugene. If you ask me, I disagree. I agree with MzVee. The fact remains that you can't compare Kuami Eugene to MzVee. You can't. They are both doing well. Fine. Kuami Eugene is enjoying the fame now, or the popularity, or whatsoever, the hype now, more than MzVee. That does not change anything. MzVee still remains MzVee. You can't take that from her. She remains MzVee. Bro, let's put some respect on these people. She remains MzVee, bro. She remains MzVee. My name is Clastes, Klastes. Let me know your options or let me know your opinions in the comment section. If you agree with me, if you feel I'm confusing you, watch the video over again. You will understand what I'm talking about. Till we meet again on my next content, Blame Society.